Hi guys, Lisa Almeida here. How are you? Happy Friday. Just popping in to share a little bit with you guys about a recent discovery for me. And of course, always hoping it helps somebody else that may be experiencing the same kind of struggles. So, basically for the last 10 months since I joined my new company in March. I'm in the direct sales industry. For those of you who don't know, I am a makeup artist and esthetician with my own home-based business. And I was with a previous company in 2015 that I had resigned from. um, I was with them before that, but I resigned from them in 2015. And, just to give you a bit of a background, just wasn't my company, just wasn't the right fit for me. So I had completely left the industry and I honestly had no desire to come back into it. So basically, what I was looking for were professional products, and I honestly didn't think I could find it in the direct sales industry. Although I loved this industry, I just honestly didn't think it was a possibility. Long story short, I found it. I am so excited. I joined the company when it launched into my country in Canada in March 2018, and it has been amazing. But I have to say that there has been some struggles along the way. Of course, that's what happens sometimes in this industry. That's what happens in life. And, sort of things that I wasn't really prepared for because I had done this before. I knew I wanted to do it differently, but I just wasn't quite sure on what level that looked like. And, trying to figure out what leadership looked like to me and trying to figure out what my brand was were probably the two things that I struggled with the most. And it's really taken me the 10 months that I've been with my new company to actually figure out what that looks like for me. And what I figured out is I honestly thought too much into it. I was totally overthinking what it actually was. And it basically came down to me figuring out what is it in life that, excites me? What is it in life that's helped me overcome obstacles? What is it in life that, kind of sets my soul on fire and I'm super passionate about? And, really thinking about that as far as, kind of more along the leadership lines, it was personal development. I've been working with a life coach for almost 3 years, and, it's literally changed my life. And I understand the profound impact of personal development. So, luckily, the company I joined is in complete alignment with that. They are absolutely 100% for personal development, and it's something they incorporate in their trainings. And, it's just been a very powerful and very important part of my life. And I truly feel that bringing it into my leadership is truly going to impact my future business partners. And, we come into this industry. This industry is a tough industry. It is probably the hardest industry I've ever worked in, but it is without a doubt the most rewarding. It is phenomenal. I am obsessed with this industry. But I honestly feel like I can do better, that I can do better as a leader. And we're kind of so quick to get these people, recruit, get them signed up, get them working, get them sharing what they have and what they love, and doing their kit reveal and all, just go go go. And I think in the beginning it can be a little bit intimidating, especially for people that have never been in this industry. So I really want to focus on working with people and growing that person as a human being before throwing them to the lions. And I truly, honestly believe that that is going to turn around and benefit that person long term. I would hope that that person wants to stay long term. That's everybody's hope, is that your team is happy and they want to stay put where they are. But I think we have to work a little harder to make that happen. And I think by truly building up our business partners and our team, I really think that that is honestly the answer. And sometimes we're lacking that. We're throwing out all these tasks that work for us, but what works for us isn't going to work for everybody else, and vice versa. So I think it's really important that we kind of think outside the box and probably lead with a little bit more compassion. That's my goal, anyways. Now, I have not applied this. I've just started to do it with my team. I have not fully applied it, but the response so far has been phenomenal. And it just kind of allows them to just take a deep breath and be like, okay, somebody gets it. Like, I'm not crazy. This is hard, but all these other people are doing it. So I'm pretty sure I can do this. So it just gives them hope. And that's what I always want for, my business partners is I just really want them to believe in themselves and know, in all honesty, that anything they put their mind to, they can absolutely achieve. So, it was bothering me. It was very heavy. I didn't work my business the way I could have because I just didn't feel like I could bring anybody into my team that with somebody that was confused with leadership, with somebody that couldn't envision what that looked like for me. It was not the time. But, with lots of work and lots of, soul searching and personal development, I was able to get to the place where, I feel really good about moving forward and focusing leadership around personal development. I see so many other leaders doing it now, and I really think it is the answer. I think, who doesn't want to build up another human being's confidence? Like, really, that's more important to me than any number, rank they can give me is, if I've made that kind of impact on another human being, if I've changed their life in any way, I'll take that all day, every day. So, it was just really a focus into that. And then just really listening. Like, when I'm first recruiting them, I have lots of questions. And I just really want to get to know who this person is, sort of what their reservations are, what their fears are, what their insecurities are, what excites them, why are they here, And so I think it's really important to just truly get to know that person and their needs. And then we have a better way of figuring out how to fulfill that and how to help them. So it's been such an amazing epiphany for me, and it was really important for me to share because I know I'm not the only one. There's a lot of people out there that really struggle with figuring out what it looks like to be a leader. And, it takes time to figure that out. And I know for me, it's going to change and it's going to grow, and I'm going to be inspired by somebody else and bring in new, but that's part of the business. If you're not changing along the way, nothing around you is going to grow. So super exciting. And then into brand. I have to say, with my previous company, I didn't have a brand at all. I could not for the life of me figure out branding. It was, I was overthinking it, like I was overthinking leadership, and I just had to dig deep and, who am I? What do I love? What makes me happy? What can't I live without? What am I obsessed with? And that's sort of where my brand came from. I love rose gold. Rose gold is a very big part of my brand. People know me for being the rose gold girl. So that's a big one. Personal development. People know me. They know my journey. They know, I hired a life coach 3 years ago, and they know I've been working hard to overcome some things from my past. So they know they can relate me to personal development. And then another one is I love the entrepreneur life. Both my parents were entrepreneurs, and it's just in my blood. So people know I've been self-employed for as long as I can remember. And, people just know me as that. So, sort of when you look at things like that, if you're, obsessed with dogs, if your friends know you and know that, dogs are kind of your everything, then, that's probably a part of your brand. If you're obsessed with a certain color and you're always sharing pictures with colors like rose gold or something like that, that's probably a good part of your brand. If you love volunteering, that's probably a good part of your brand. So, it's really just really sitting down and maybe even reaching out to your friends and just saying, name 3 things that you sort of relate me to. And that's really a good way to do it because your friends really do know. So, you can ask your friends that. Just ask them to give you 3 things that they can relate you to, and ask a bunch of your friends, maybe 10 of them, 20 of them, and then write it out on paper and see how many answered the same. And there's a pretty good indication that whatever they said that came up multiple times is probably a good start for you to figure out where your brand is. But, um, we get so consumed with our company that all of a sudden we become our company. And it's so important that we remain who we are. And our company is just a complement of that. So, I see it all the time, posts all the time about products and about, my company does this, join my company, do that, and everything is about company, company, company. And I truly believe that that's the quickest way to lose our network, because people want to get to know you. They're going to support you. It's a bonus if they love your products, but they're going to support you. If they can connect to you, then, that's kind of where it's at. So I think it's so important that in this industry, we work our businesses authentically of who we are, because your network will see when you're not. Your network knows you. Of course, obviously the ones that are friends of yours or family. But it's so important to not let this business change who we are. And it's hard. It's very hard not to get consumed into it. But, I think really digging deep and working really hard to stay at that is so important. And, depending on where you're at, me being a makeup artist, and I'm with a makeup and skincare company, being a makeup artist, I want to work this more like my makeup business, not so much a direct sales business. So, I'm standing out a little bit more than a lot of people working the business. But, that was a vision I had for myself, and that's sort of what I'm sticking with. So, there's a few things that I won't do in my direct sales business, because I don't do that in my professional business. So, it's just I don't know. I just think it's so important to dig and figure out what you want this to look like for you, and not to be afraid of what people think. Sorry, I've got a hair right here. By you running your business like like a traditional business, but more importantly, the way you want to run it. That's true to who you are as a human being. So, just do your soul searching, just do your dig deep and really research it, because you can get really creative and you can bring on things and run your business that will make you stand out from the rest. And that's a really big thing, because this is a very competitive industry, and people are looking for authenticity. Our network wants real people. They want authenticity, people that they can relate to. And I think if you can run your business like that, then you've got a very bright future. Anyways, I just wanted to hop on here and share this with you guys. If you have any questions, sorry, this hair doesn't want to leave me. Oh, and by the way, I'm totally real, so I don't go through and edit my videos or anything like that. If I say something I shouldn't have said, I own it. But yes, we had a little friend with us there stuck in my lip gloss. Sorry about that. But yeah, I just wanted to share this with you in hopes that maybe it helps somebody else that was struggling. That's what this industry is about. We need to be collaborative. It's a tough industry to be in. There's a lot of critics out there that don't believe in this industry. And, I think if we can all pull together and share our passion together and really build up this industry and have a positive impact on other people's lives, I think it's all a good thing. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will be back with some more videos and fun stuff like that. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.